So Nick, who is the Queen?
Who's the Queen? This is the Queen here, in popular opinion.
Oh yes?
Hello, I'm the Queen. Although she doesn't know it. Then this could be the Queen, because this is heir to the throne.
Oh yes.
Or perhaps this very spaceship itself is the Queen. I haven't thought about that one yet, but it could be true. Well, the Queen may be there on stage now, sweeping up the stage. There she is, the Queen! All hail the Queen. The Queen is alive and living in Estelle's body.
Cool. So how long did this beautiful puppet take you to make?
Well, it took a long time. Many, many years.
Really? It was the last thing you did, wasn't it?
It was. Because, yeah. I was just...
It's got foam hands.
It's quite complicated.
Is that a foam head as well?
Yes, it's a foam head, but it's covered in stuff. Because foam deteriorates in light, and so we want it to last as long as possible.
Oh yes.
But hands are hard to cover, so I didn't cover them.
Yeah.
And... ding! It lights up. Ding!
Cool man.
Not very impressive, really. But when it's dark...
It's very impressive in the dark.
Yes. Just have to take
I'll have to say, the bloop looks sensational in the back there.
Thank you! Although the bloop doesn't really speak at all.
So how long generally was it for this one?
A few days,
Yeah.
off and on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But it
It's
was
got a
obviously...
detachable spaceship here, and this unplugs. And that means we can take it on trams to rehearsals,
Ah, cool.
or take it to storage and put it in the back of a car for Adelaide Fringe Festival.
Can we go and visit your other animals now?
Yes, let's do that.
They want students because students are the ones
So,
most likely to say no.
Here we have...
This is one of the two flutophies we have working on the show.
Targeting specific groups.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
and they've got you know their ethnic group, because Carly had a friend who
And it's got a little
who's
string down here.
Vietnamese, but he's an
thing that I find as an audience member about the Plutoflies is that when they actually go up to the Tabitha's window, you get to see more of Tabitha and the bloop. Which
Yes, well that's completely by design.
Oh yes.
Because
Free donuts for monarchists.
I was going to put some lights on the wings of the spaceship,
Oh really?
but I never got around to it.
Say yes to donuts.
And what's the idea about that? What's the pulley action happening on the...
Well, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but there's elastic on the top here.
It was really funny. It was like,
See?
it's like something Homer
Yep.
Simpson. Yeah.
Pulls the wings naturally up, and then here
Love the slogan. Say
the
yes.
string joins onto the thing, goes down through little tubes which are inside here, out here, down to the string which can go right down the bottom here, and there's four strings,
So they naturally go back up.
and they flick back upwards.
Sorry, I was looking at it as bad. Yes, I know what you were doing.
They are sensational. And they're little...
Yes, I know exactly what you were doing.
What are the eyes made of?
Table tennis balls, still with champion made in China on it.
And that's a travelling moon right there.
This is a travelling moon. It's turned
That's
up
beautifully tie-dyed.
Thank you.
Actually, I don't know.
Looks like Swiss cheese.
It does look like Swiss cheese. It lights up as well.
Stories that
This is a puppet performed by Hermione Mary. Beautifully done, I must say. From what I've seen of it.
here every time.
Critically acclaimed. And yes, great inspiration from many Swiss cheeses
Yes.
that I've
And
known.
it's got wire framing, has it?
It has. It's got lots of wire circles,
Yes.
and then this bit of stretchy stuff. And the same thing as the others, has a little battery pack.
Right. Sensational. Could we now maybe move on to the, shall we say, the crowd favourite? The space monster.
Yes, let's take a look at our beautiful space monster. Space monster.
Yes, I have to say, the audience I think would have to appreciate this one the most.
Glenn Moore in the show, who also happens to be the king. Little known fact that should be good for trivia nights. And it's made the same as the others, same as the moon. It's got wire inside and material.
So are you ever scared that the the lights inside are going to catch fire to the actual space monster.
Yes, that was a consideration. They had to be very securely fastened,
Yeah?
basically in the middle, away from the material. It's fairly low voltage, so it's unlikely that it would really do anything spectacular if it did. But yeah, that's definitely something to be thought about.
I guess you'd be more scared doing it with that, with the paper.
Yeah, the paper one, and that's got glue on it, so it's pretty unlikely to catch fire.
Cool. So which is your favourite out of all those 4 or 5?
I like the Pluto flights. I think they're simple.
Well, they were the first
They're
ones
the
you
first
made.
ones I made.
Yeah.
So they're the most complicated, really. But they're simple design and nice little things. But I
Well,
like the old one as well.
oh yes,
the other
the Old
ones.
Woman is definitely a crowd favourite as well.
Yes. Fantastic.
If there's anything the Old
Wonderful.
Woman could say to you, Nick, what would it be?
Could you fix the arthritis in my hand? I can't move it much.
Sensational. Well, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. I'll get you away from me. You little dog too.
Thanks.
Where's the Queen?
God!
The security
Some-
guard.
No, she's not the queen.
Glenn.
Oh,
Who's
be
the Queen,
real.
Paul? Who's the
Be
Queen?
I
real.
was going to say you can check your
I left my
I'm
foundation.
not the Queen. I don't think the Queen goes around wearing stupid things on her head like this.
I thought that was right.
Thought you got it in one.
Nothing more to be said, really.
Lydia's
got a
having
funny
a
movie
We
that I'm
all
gonna
are.
find.
It's like representative of the Women's Society.
Who's the Queen?
Me is Fiona, Tabitha, is the queen. Do you have a tissue?
No.
The fact that they're all fighting to try and make sense of it.
I think so too. Like that's why people have been coming back because they want to find out what it's about.
We should have a discussion with Richard.
Okay.
I think the more that we can understand is this one. And we can put into it.
Because I can make ads and drops and anything you want me to do.
Oh, no. I mean, next script.
Oh, the next.
Oh,
script.
don't you dare.
Oh, I got put. Oh, there's a camera.
So what's the interesting conversation you've been having about the script?
No.
Hey Darcy, I'm over
I
here.
wanted to find you because I wanted to
I'm
see if
over
I could
here,
film
Darcy.
tonight. I want to film tonight.
You want to?
Yeah.
I was going to.
I want to.
Do you want to?
Oh, can
can
we
if you
get
want.
2 cameras tomorrow night so I can do something?
Look, forget the show. Just film me.
Okay, Lally wants to be in it.
Alright, I've
No, I want to be in it during the show too. All my reactions.
Okay.
Tell me who the Queen is.
The Queen. The Queen is dead.
The Queen is dead.
It's the essential feminine.
So does that mean there was a
You
Queen
and
once?
Richard.
Huh?
Was there a Queen once?
Well,
Alive?
it depends. It depends if you find that valid or not. It's talking about the history of patriarchy and feminism.
I don't understand. Can you explain?
Neither do I. Come on, film me.
Yeah, look, confused look.
More. I'm still confused.
I don't know, I'm still
Sorry,
struggling to
sorry.
work out what the play's about too, Darcy, but I had a really interesting conversation with Richard just then,
Richard,
Chambers,
yes?
about how Tabitha presents a fragmented feminine without a patriarchal singular notion of masculine to sort of measure it up against, and how people are struggling with the fact that there isn't that, and whether people see it as girly or feminist or anti-feminist. I think it's a struggle of the feminine in contemporary society, not what it was or what it will be, and it doesn't answer any of the questions, and people want the answers, they don't want the questions. But yeah, some people hate it, some people love it. But it takes them a long time to decide, so it's a good thing.
I love it.
Oh, we all love it.
So what does the Queen mean in that kind of context?
If it's in that context, I mean, I don't know whether that's the singular context that I'd like the play to be read in, but it's the fact that what was once established as the feminine is now dead, and people are searching for a new feminine that sort of relates on an equal basis, but people are denying the fact that there's a difference. And this presents it without any answers to what there could be, but just sort of saying that it is really hard. A lot of people say it's too girly, you know, it's a really girly thing, and it's not just men but women who are having a problem with that, which I think is interesting. I don't know. I don't really like this sort of wanky side, particularly on film, because people can repeat what I say, and I maintain the right to contradict myself. But I'm getting excited about some of the thoughts. There's all these thoughts at the moment.
Yeah, well, I can tell you I'm not quite understanding what you're talking about.
Well, neither am I. That's what
Well,
I'm saying.
Richard Chambers says it's a vagina play.
Yeah, he thinks it's a big vagina.
The only male representations are the king and the spider.
And the
really.
king's a fag.
And the masculine comes somewhere between the two of them. It's fragmented, and people aren't used to a
fact,
fragmented
they're all
masculine
fag.
without something to identify with. Juanita had an interesting point that there's like her father was saying that the spider-like thing should have been a woman, and she said, you know, you having a problem with the fact there's not a male figure character to identify with. She found that interesting because there's so many plays where there's not a woman to identify with, and people don't have a problem with that because they're used to it. So it's kind of balancing out a lot of the masculine or patriarchal.
It would be completely different if the spider-like thing was a woman, wouldn't
Wouldn't
it?
it? It'd be bizarre.
It would be completely
He has to.
different.
He's the male lust, though. You know?
Yeah.
If you want something to impregnate someone, it tends to need the sperm.
Will you ask me some questions?
Take another one for later.
Why do you always wear pink?
Well, actually today I'm wearing completely red, but I do have pink hairbands. I quite like pink. It makes me very happy. Go on, ask me another question.
Is the play really about big vaginas?
No, I don't know. I mean, you know, there's a few vaginas in it. No one's denying that. But I don't.
How come there isn't a strong masculine role to
Because, I don't
measure
know.
up Tabitha against?
I guess because, I don't know, I never really write in strong masculine roles. I don't know. I think it's kind of, maybe it could be seen that the king is Tabitha's interpretation of a man, but like that's not necessarily true. That's if you want to read the whole plays and everything's happening in Tabitha's head and everything is just the way Tabitha sees things, or if you want to see it as Tabitha goes to Saturn and this is what happens and this is who's on Saturn, whether like they're from her past or present earthly life or whatever. But I don't know. I think it's because the king is just part of Tabitha's story. Like he's got his own story and stuff, but it's all kind of, it's more about Tabitha.
How come the old woman is the first thing she meets?
I don't know. I guess she's sort of like a motherly character, and she's sort of kind of saying, almost in a way, like just wishing her a good journey and kind of letting her know what's happening. Kind of like, you know how often older women will give younger women, I don't think it happens as much with men, but they'll kind of take them under their wing and give them advice and stuff. And I think that's what the old woman's doing, sort of, to kind of give Tabitha some hints on life. Like she sort of starts her off with the queen and everything. Yeah. Like about the queen, finding the queen.
You wonder what would have happened to Tabitha if she didn't run into her, because she wouldn't be looking for a queen at all.
She wouldn't be, but I have a feeling another character. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. She probably, who knows what would have happened to Tabitha if she hadn't have met the old woman.
How come a sort of zombie-like baby doesn't appear at the end? How come the crib's empty and it's all a fantasy?
I'll tell you what, Darcy. In the original draft, we did have a zombie-like baby at the end. There was a zombie-like baby at the end. It was a puppet, and it was a zombie-like baby, as you were saying. And then like I just was sort of thinking, it just kind of complicates things too much, and it wasn't really. It didn't really say what we wanted it to say, and it was just too much. We, I don't know, me and whoever, Melinda. I don't know if Melinda ever actually read the script when there was a giant baby in it.
Giant baby?
Oh, it was big. It was big. It were a big baby. But yeah, I don't know. It just didn't make sense. It made more sense for it to just be the blue.
Okay.
Thank you, Darcy. Come back again sometime, huh?